Okay, I'll be starting my speech in three, two. Being a male does not necessarily make you mature, and being the firstborn in your family does not necessarily make you the heir to your father. These were the last words that my father said to me before he died. Growing up in a family of 8 and being the second last born, I had no hope of being the heir as I am now. Being the second last born, following up my elders' instructions, doing what they loved, times I wished maybe, what if I was the firstborn, commanding down my little siblings? But then again, fate is fate. I was born that way. Surprisingly, I am the heir to my father in a family of 8, and all of us are still alive. I still ask myself, why am I the heir? Even when I head back to school, I am the current head prefect. Asking myself, I'm not the richest. I am from a rich kids spending, doing all they love because they have money. At times I feel, why am I the head prefect? Why do I choose to become the leader that people love? Why am I the leader that people love? I am not the richest. I'm not the most handsome. Trust me, if you look at me, you can compare me to Sebabi at some point of time. But I am the head prefect. Ask myself, why all this? Why am I a leader in each and every place that I go to? It was still 2 weeks ago when my senior man at school told me these things. Told me, Alan, one thing that you need to learn is this. You are not a leader because you are rich or you're this, but you are a leader because this is true about any leader. A leader is a person who is nurtured by the challenges that exist in the world. A leader is one who is ready to stand in the face of threat, ready to sacrifice for others. A leader is one who never gives up, even when setback becomes a daily thing. A leader is one who's ready to put themselves, who's ready to put others before themselves. And a leader is one who goes beyond having titles. It's all about inspiring others to become the best versions of themselves. Whenever I look at this, I really look at a person who, for myself, I am ready to stand in for others, ready to inspire others. Look at a pack of a wolf. It is always led by the alpha wolf. It's not because that it's the strongest, but it is a wolf that has had experience, competence, and strategic decision making. And one thing is for sure, as long as I live in this world with people, no matter their color, age, I am ready to be a leader to them. And I'll always say this to myself. I was born great, but I live to make others greater.
All right, Alan, thank you for that good speech. You can move back to K1 Lounge. Please don't leave the lounge. That's where we shall give you feedback from. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to move in the next speaker. Once you have used 1 minute, he will indicate in the chat space 1 minute used. Once you are left with 1 minute, he will indicate 1 minute left. And if your time is up, he will indicate time is up. So, Gift, if you can hear me, please deliver your speech whenever you are ready.
All right. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are very audible.
I think in like a minute.
Okay, just before you start, are you she? It's not yet time for you to give your speech. Okay. And who is Kingdom? Okay, the Kingdom. I want to confirm if you're a public speaker or an observer before Gift gives her speech. Okay, so getting no response, then I just have to just a moment disconnect. Okay, Gift, whenever you are ready. Mahoro Gift, please give your speech.
Is me to take up all their responsibilities. My dad always tells me, look, Gift, you are the light of the family. What has that instilled in my mind? I get to remember every single time I'm going to take a decision that the decision I'm taking is going to affect what my siblings will do at the end of the day. It will affect all their lives. That sense of responsibility has groomed me to become a better person that people can trust out there and give me the chance to lead them. Even my family behind there, like in the village, everyone expects me to be doing great just because I'm a firstborn. And at the end of the day, I find myself having this sense of, look, very many people are looking up to me. I have to inspire them. I'm in charge. I have the influence. I have the power. And that is what I get to do. I use the power that has been entrusted to me. And in the end, I become a leader like that. Last year, I was elected a head girl at my school, not because there was something really special about me, but because there were those few qualities that the rest did not have within them. The qualities that were brought into me by my parents. I was born a firstborn, but I was not born a leader. They made me a leader. That literally means that leaders are not born, but they are actually made. I have a lot of responsibilities to take up, and that itself makes me a leader. I have a lot of influence to put up, especially in decision making. That also makes me a leader. So let's just say I've been made what I am, not because of anything else, but because of my bad position. I was not born a leader, but I've been made one. And at the end of the day, I have to make sure I utilize what has been entrusted unto me. I was born great, but I live to make others greater. Thank you.
For that speech gift, could you kindly move to the speech lounge? That's why I'll be giving general feedback. You can move now. Okay, so I want to confirm, Oyeleke, are you an observer, a public speaker? Right, it's fine. You can observe. Okay, then Blessing, are you an observer too, or a public speaker?
I was a participant, but I missed the first round, so I guess I'm observing.
You could actually do the next. I don't know. If you were allocated a room and you have a speech prepared, you can actually do the second round.
I have a speech prepared,
So maybe-
but I checked the draw and my name just wasn't there. So yes, it was
Oh.
heartbreaking, but yeah, I'm just
Sure.
observing.
Okay, cool. No problem. Okay, so Ayushi, are you ready to give your speech? Maybe you want to tell me what your name is. Okay, what is your name according to the draw? Is it still Ayushi? Just want to be sure.
Like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, and Martin Luther King Jr., whose names have been inscribed in history with golden letters. All of them are an inspiration to the mankind. But have you ever wondered what makes them great? Or what special thing they have that makes them such great personalities? The secret is that leaders are not born, they are made. Perhaps it requires such great depths of oppression to make heights of character. Nelson Mandela joined the African Congress because he wanted to transform his hunger for freedom into a greater hunger for freedom for his people. It was this desire for the freedom of his people to live their lives with dignity and self respect that animated his life, that transformed a frightened young man into a bold one. Great personalities are born every day, but it takes courage, determination, and patience to become a great leader. According to me, two of the most important qualities of a leader is humility and compassion. While confidence is important, great leaders also exhibit humility. They acknowledge their mistakes, seek feedback, and are open to learning and improvement. Humility is a key factor in building trust. Great leaders, distinguished by their remarkable impact, share one common trait: compassion. Their leadership is not centered solely on personal success, but is fueled by a genuine desire to uplift and empower others. Compassion is the driving force behind their decisions and actions. These leaders understand that their greatness is measured not just by individual achievements, but by the collective growth and success of those they lead. Their legacy lies in the lives they enrich, the impact they have on the well being and aspirations of those around them. They are architects of empowerment, living to make others greater. In conclusion, the extraordinary leaders we admire throughout history were not born with greatness. Rather, they forged their characters through challenges and the unwavering pursuit of a greater purpose. The common thread among these lies in their embodiment of qualities like courage, determination, patience, humility, and compassion. At last, I would like to say that a great leader isn't the one who only thinks about himself, but the one who lives his life with the motto: I was born great, but I live to make others greater. Thank you.
For that, nonetheless, you are free to leave and go back to the lounge for general feedback. That's why I'll be giving general feedback. Kindly wait in the speech lounge. Thank you. Yes, I want to confirm if Henry is a public speaker. I'm seeing Henry or Zuki. We want to be sure that they're not debaters or an observer. Okay,
Have 4 minutes to give your speech. So you will, Judge Joseph will be indicating in the chat space the amount of time you have used and what you have left. So once you use 1 minute, he will indicate 1 minute. If you are left with 1 minute, he will indicate 1 minute left. And once your time is up, he will indicate time is up. So if you can hear me, Gukunda Masi, whenever you are ready, we shall start your timing. Best of luck.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you are. Go.
I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. A wise man once told me that if your successor is not better than you are, then you failed as a leader. In a world where everybody is fighting to be great, we cannot forget that there is a generation after us. So the values and standards that we leave behind must force them to be even greater. We must see that we leave behind an impact on society. Be the change you wish to see. The wise words of Mahatma Gandhi. Many know this eye-opening quote, but have no idea about its background story. So allow me to enlighten you. Among the many people who were waiting to visit Mahatma Gandhi were a mother and her son. When it was their turn, the woman asked Gandhi to help her and speak to her child about eating sweets. Gandhi asked her to come back in 2 weeks' time, and he said he would be able to speak to the child then. She wondered why he couldn't just speak to him then, but she complied anyways. In 2 weeks, they returned, and after waiting for a couple of hours, they were able to see and approach him. On hearing her request, Gandhi immediately spoke to the boy, who then agreed to work on eliminating sweets. After thanking Gandhi for the wise words he gave to her son, she asked him why he couldn't have spoken to him the last time I too was eating sweets, and he explained he could not speak to the boy about not eating sweets if he hadn't taken this journey himself. We must be an example for our future leaders. I wish to see leaders who will drive this society to heights I will sit so proudly knowing that I set a foundation too. Five billion people for a brighter future. So I will speak to And I am capable of changing our society alongside very many other people who share the same passion that I too do. So even though people out there can claim that speech is a near articulation of words, countries like Denmark serve great example to how powerful only speech can be, to how powerful a society can be when you allow the people to whistle blow. Men like Men like Martin Luther King serve key purpose to show you that words can change mindset. So I will speak. I will not back down from this fight because I want to see a future so bright it can dim your eyes. So I will speak, and I dare you to stop me. For I was born great, but I live to make others greater. Thank you.
Hello. Sorry
Okay,
to
thank you,
bother
Vikunda Mercy, for that.
you. Nika, when you are
Okay, so
chairing in
Aryan,
room K1 debate,
okay, Aryan, you are not in a debate room. You are in a public speech room. I would urge you to scroll a little bit down or below. You will find the debate rooms. This is a speech room. Debate rooms are under these rooms in the Discord channel. Try to scroll. Try to scroll. Yeah, cool. Okay, so in case there is any other person, I'm seeing Henry. Okay, I think Henry here for debate. This is not a debate room. It is a public speech room. So unless you are here to observe, you could stay in the room. Okay, cool. All right, Mercy, thank you for that fine speech. Please move back to the public speech lounge and where you will get general feedback from.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you for that speech. Okay, could you kindly move to the speech lounge? I'm just going to be giving general feedback on that particular speech. And yeah, please, you can do so. Okay, so Irene, we are currently done. We're just going to be doing the liberation, so you can get done with the streaming. Okay, Rin, I don't know if you can hear me. You can actually get done with the streaming. We are done. We're just now doing the liberation as judges. Okay, Ian, if you can hear me and you can unmute, can you tell me how many did you give to Alan?
All right. Hope I'm very audible.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Yeah, Tumusime Alan had a 70 for me.
Okay, 70 for you, sure. Joseph, could you kindly unmute and tell me? Okay, 70 flat. All right. So from my side, Alan has 75, and maybe due to the big range, then this is something we can discuss. Cool. So the range has to be +5 or -5, and we could still get average this way. So I don't know if we really have to discuss this. Okay, sure. Let's get into this. Sure. So he begins his speech by talking about his father's word, and his father told him that a leader is not one who is being 30 years and above of age does not mean that you are mature in any way. You could still be childish, and does not mean you are ready. You are ready to lead.